welcome to Fifth Dimension. So for today's reading, we are going to be taking a look at who is haunted by how they treated you. So this reading, we will essentially try to help you identify who has you on their mind a lot and has maybe some sort of regrets about the way the situation played out or ended. So for pile number 1, we have the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, as well as this Citrine. For pile number 2, we have the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, as well as this Prasiolite. And for pile number 3, we have the Halloween Tarot deck, as well as this Milky Quartz. As always, love, choose whichever pile you feel most drawn to, and if that's more than one, I would trust that, okay? I am open for personal readings if that's something you are interested in. Just email me. You can find that in the description box, loves. I'll see you at your piles. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this Nightmare Before Christmas deck as well as the Citrine, then you're at the right place. So I went ahead and I pulled the main oracles for you already, Citrine, and we are going to take a look at them first, and then we'll pull tarot. So the main energy of the person who is being haunted by you are these two, that the energy. We have card 25 with deceit and card number 18 with anxiety. Well, clearly, right, this person was not truthful or honest with you in some sort of way, and it's causing them to be haunted by the thought of how I'm feeling like they wished they would have opened up and communicated or been more honest. So I feel like you're gonna know right away who that is, because I feel like you have this person on your mind a lot too. This I feel is definitely their energy, but I sort of feel like this is like a mirrored energy between the two of you. It's just a constantly being like in a sense of like worry or thought of the situation in which you're coming here for today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other ones. We have card number 21 with healing, card number 13 with feeling the world. We have the card of confusion and knight, be brave and honest. Yep. I feel like whatever situation this was, I feel that this person had not only the capability of being clear or clearing things for you. I feel like you were the one that was in a state of confusion, and I feel like this person perhaps benefited somehow from keeping you in the dark about something. The entire time, though, I feel like they had this sense of intuitively feeling guided to be clear and honest about something. I feel like for some of you, this is probably a romantic situation because the reds are starting to pop out to me. And then as well as this rose in the background that's blossomed, I sort of feel like at the time when, if this is a romantic connection for you, it doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm strongly picking up at the moment, as far as something blossoming in the background, and feeling intuitively guided to clear something up. The sword is strongly giving me some sort of communication, so like Knight of Swords energy. It almost feels like there was a moment, an opening, or perhaps plenty of openings for this person to clear something up to you. And all it would take was bravery, honesty. However, I don't see that this person chose to do that. Because this is sort of giving me like they're literally the same stance, right? Except one of them feels very hopeful. One of them feels like everything is possible, right? There's no limit. There's no boundary as to what the situation can be. But then this one is the opposite energy. It's the sense of loss of something. She's crying, and it's almost like the ghost of something that was once in their grasp, which felt like it had so much potential and no boundary to what it could, no limit is what I meant to say. There's no limit to what could have been created, and it sort of just feels like now it's just like the ghost of what was once in their grasp, which I'm assuming is you, right? So this could have been somebody you were in a relationship with, in which you gave them everything. You gave them the world, or you made them feel like that, right? Like if they had everything available to them. However, right now it's sort of like this grasping, holding on to something that's no longer in their grasp, and potentially that's what's causing the anxiety for them, right? At the same time, I'm getting a different scenario with this as well. I'm not getting any different scenarios aside from romantic at the time, but whatever. If it fits in a different way for you, trust that, okay? I'm getting the scenario of this person knowing or connecting with you at a time where they sensed that you were in a deep place of healing. They were fully aware of something that you were carrying with you that was still very wounded, or just you in general, still feeling very wounded, and trying to heal from that. However, it sort of feels like this person didn't take care or didn't respond or interact in a way that would be beneficial to that or helpful to your healing process. It feels like, if anything, rather than them contributing to your healing process, it sort of feels like they sort of created a sense of chaos and cloudedness for you. Maybe even, delayed or made you stumble when it comes to your healing journey. They're aware of that. They're aware that now that they had at some point the feeling of having everything when it came to you, and now it's just sort of like they're trying to grasp to the ghost of what they used to have in their hands. Feeling guided to be honest about something. There's that they left whatever it is that you were confused about is what they were withholding. It was dishonest of them to withhold because they knew that it would somehow clear this confusion for you if they just communicated. However, they didn't do that, and that's what's really haunting them about the situation with you, okay? They have deep regret about that, and let's go ahead and take a look at what else we got here. As far as, I'm not sure if I should clarify all of these or if I should just pull some further messages about this person. Sorry, my shuffle is all horrible right now. All right, let's go ahead and clarify the main energy of this deceit. Let me get clarity on the main energy. Oof, we have the Eight of Potions. Yeah, this person you definitely walked away from. You had to, not had to, but you made the decision. Like, this was causing you delay. I'm still getting that. Not delay, but like it was like a distraction or like a detour. Detour is it's like this person was detouring you off of your healing journey, or sort of like putting a stall in it. And there was a need, at least, that you felt to separate yourself from it. No, I'm not going to take two. Please clarify the healing energy for me. Clarify healing. Nope, that was 3 cards. Sorry. I only want 1, please. Clarify healing. There. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they were fully aware of what you were trying to do, that you were trying to put yourself in your queen energy. Queen of Pentacles is extremely stable. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who has taken the time and worked hard and learned the lessons and gained the insights and, you know, and really built something. Or in this case, baked something from scratch. That's what you were doing the entire time, is try to build yourself up to real stability, and this person sort of put a hinder on it. I feel like they saw that in you the entire time. I'm sort of getting like they saw that in you. Hold on. And it's not even so much that they saw it. I feel like you didn't see it in yourself. But I feel like they were able to see it from the get-go. It's almost like they had a higher perspective. They were fully aware, even if this is just energetically, even if you never even had a conversation about where you were in your healing spiritual journey. I feel like this was just like an understanding that they had energetically. All right, let me clarify the feeling in the world. We have the 7 of Potions. So that's... They definitely felt like they had all, but at the same time, it's sort of... I'm getting wandering eye. It's the classic case of like the grass is greener, or like not holding on because there might be something else out there. So although they had the capacity to see the potential, to see that there was a lot of potential in the situation with you, and feeling like, you know, it was limitless, like it's so expansive and infinite what could be created, or the potentials, possibilities. But at the same time, the way this person was thinking of all the possibilities that they could have with you and seeing very real potential, it's like that wandering mind to say, but there could also be potentials out there. Like, let me just not make a rash decision, you know? And it's sort of like that. Maybe that's where it was, because I was literally, before I pulled the clarifier on this card, I was literally going to ask, like, I wonder why, because it sort of felt like they were aware that you didn't see yourself as a complete Queen of Pentacles, but this is not gender specific, so if you're male, just take it to the King of Pentacles, right? They were aware that you were attempting to build yourself up from within, and very aware of who you truly are, like at a soul level, even though you didn't feel like this is what you were presenting, this is what you felt you were trying to get to, but they already saw you as this, even though you didn't, okay? And it sort of felt like because you didn't, they had the upper hand, because you didn't see yourself in your true light. Obviously, because you were wounded, right? You were working on some healing. Because you didn't see yourself in your true light, they had the upper hand. And that's sort of where it felt like control. I'm hearing control. They kept the control, seeing all the potential and the possibility with you, but at the same time thinking, let me not, like, you know, make a final decision, because, you know, what if there's other potential? Just like there's potential here, there could be potential just as much somewhere else, okay? And that's where the deceit comes in. Let me go ahead and get a clarifier on confusion. What is this confusion? Clarify it for me, please. Clarify confusion for me, please. Death. I feel like the confusion they created was to keep you closed off. Yes, death, like the symbolism or whatever, is like transformation, some sort of shift, some sort of changes that needed to be made, of removing the old into something new or something like that. But what I'm strongly getting is with the fence, just looking at that without, is just a strong barrier that they kept from letting you in, from letting you see, from letting you experience the truth. And this created like a full barrier. Not only were they keeping you out, but it was sort of keeping you trapped at the same time, okay? All right, so I want to know why. We'll go into this card because I feel like the entire time felt, you know, the knowing that they should be able to just speak up. And I feel like, okay, no, never mind. I just answered my own question. With Be Brave, I was about to ask why they didn't, and I'm getting fear. I just picked up fear. Look at the Queen of Needles and the Nine of Needles. Fear. The Nine of Needles. It's the card of anxiety. It's the card of fear. It's the card of overthought. And the Queen of Needles too. Being too much in their head. I still feel no. Two things. Initially, it feels like the root, I just saw 1515, it feels like the root of the behavior came from fear, anxiety, like overthought. They were thinking everything through. Is that what I said? You know, they were able to see all the possibility and they were thinking about that. But at the same time, they were thinking, but if I like say this is something I want, then I'm closing the door to other possibilities. And that's all very scary to think that what if this goes south and then I've already decided on it. And then, you know what I mean? It's that overthought. Initially, it starts from fear. But then the fear as a barrier to create a wall so that I don't have to fight my fears, so that I don't have to face my fears. Let me just turn it into something else. Let me turn it around, which is what I'm feeling with the Queen of Needles, because she can be manipulative, right? The Queen of Swords can have that energy of having a lot of intellectual intelligence, but also being able to use that to manipulate. And that's sort of what I'm getting is it's stemmed. The reason why they kept you in confusion and kept you out in the dark is it stemmed from fear, but they translated that fear into like questioning if they can trust you, if they should trust you, even though their intuition the entire time was telling them opposite, was telling them whatever you're thinking of oh, what if this ends badly, or what if I, you know, this and that, or blah, blah, blah. Their intuition was telling them, no, that's not true. You know, that's not true, because the entire time something was blossoming from behind, from within. And I feel like that's the situation that they play out the entire time, is why didn't I? And I don't know if they've accessed already the understanding that it was stemming from fear, which is normal. Everybody can have fear about expressing feelings or about committing or about all of that. I mean, those are natural fears. But when it translates from fear, instead of just communicating and saying, I'm fearful of this, I'm unsure, I'm not completely, you know, certain that I'm all in this yet, or that I can be all in this, or that I can offer all of myself, that would have been honest communication, and that would have cleared up the confusion for you and just let you know, right? But instead of just communicating their fears, they translated it into some sense of like control and manipulation to keep you in the dark on purpose, until I guess they felt certain or secure enough to make a decision. But unfortunately, the way that it came off to you was that manipulative energy that was purposely trying to keep you clouded and in the dark, and you felt the need to walk away, which is, you know, very understandable. Oof, that story played out pretty clearly, actually. Okay, so let me go ahead and take a look at what this person is being guided towards at this time in regards to them being haunted by how they treated you. Oh, look, 17 again. Because I had seen 17, didn't I? Something like that. I don't know. No, I saw 15, but then I don't know. I need to stop. All right, 17, Crow Spirit. Co-create with Spirit. This person is getting guidance from their spirit team, from their guides, from the spirit team, from the universe. This person is being guided to follow the original is what I'm getting. Follow the original intent or original intuitive guidance to communicate, to be honest. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, putting things into balance. They're being guided to bring things back into balance and taking initiative there. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is what I was feeling initially with this. The Knight of Swords, yeah, they're feeling guided absolutely to put things back into balance. How? By coming in and finally speaking with bravery and honesty about the situation, which probably will be that. I feel like this, I don't know that this person, this is a potential, right? This is what this person is thinking about. They want to do this. Sorry, my flame video was about to run out. I had to restart it. This is potential energy. This is just to tell you that they are being haunted. They're thinking about this heavily. They are thinking about this and replaying it and analyzing and picking it apart. And they are being guided to just come in and give the clarity, to give the honesty and put things back into balance. Now that they will do that is going to differ for everybody, right? This is just a tarot reading to show the energies. Every person has free will and they will do as they choose, right? So this person can potentially never say anything, never speak up, and just continue to be plagued by the thought because their fear can potentially hold them back. But at the same time, this person can get to the point where they're just like, I can't deal with this anymore and I just need to communicate regardless of whether, of what the outcome is, okay? So potentially you might be hearing from this person at some point soon, at some time soon, all right, pile number one. I really hope that this message was able to resonate with you, loves. If it did, please let me know how. You can do that by liking, commenting, subscribing, all of that good stuff. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number two. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, as well as the Prasiolite, then you're at the right place. So let's go ahead and take a look at your oracles, which I have already pulled for you, okay? So the main energy of the person who is haunted by how they treated you is card number 8 with indecision. Oh, we had two cards, my bad. Card number 28 with victory as well. Okay. I sort of feel like this person dropped the ball. I'm sort of getting like, okay, I don't even know sports, but I'm getting like a basketball game and like the person like dribbling and try to like plan out the move before they shoot a basketball, but taking too long to plan it out. And what would have been like had they just shoot it, whatever. Had they just thrown it instead of stopping to overanalyze, they would have made it right on time. But it's just like the timer was like click, 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 and then it gets to the bottom and it's just like buzz. That was the worst buzz ever, but you know what I mean. That's what I pictured in my head. So timing on something that would have been a sure victory, like I said, they would have just shot it or thrown it, it would have been like audience going crazy, you scored, and you know, right before the timer went off, or blah blah blah. However, instead they got the big buzz and the boo, you ran out of time. That's what they feel, okay? Whoever that is, somebody who ran out of time with you is who is haunted by how they treated you, okay? Somebody who took too long to make a decision. I just saw 222, so it might be in love, but let's go ahead and take a look at the other ones. We have card number 11 with take off your mask or masks. We have card number 36 with seen beyond. We have the card bittersweet. Okay. And we have card of sun. enjoy success and happiness. With victory and sun both being here, it's strongly giving me like that's how this person sees you. This person sees you as somebody who is a light, a shine, right? Like somebody who just shines brilliantly, stands out amongst the crowd, if you will, like somebody who has their own generator of energy is what I'm hearing. And I literally saw like a portable generator, like somebody who's walking around with a portable generator, but that's you. Somebody who carries their own source of energy. You are your own sun. Yeah. Okay. So they see you as something brilliant that they did not pursue, that they were not able to achieve success with. So essentially this could be not love. Like I just got like a work situation. So it could be like a previous employer, or it could be a coworker, or it could be, I don't know, like if you're a business owner, it could be maybe somebody who worked for you who felt like the situation was ideal, like literally. But okay, now I'm getting shut down and I'm just like, no, bring it back to the love. Okay, whatever, just take it however it resonates. Anyways, I just heard like wah wah wah, like nope, I'm failing. I'm getting cold. Go back to the heat. All right. Take off your masks with card number 11. Obviously, there was a situation that was being kept shrouded, hidden, truth being, authenticity being kept. This person wasn't completely themselves. In fact, they showed up in complete costume. Is what I'm hearing. Which I'm not judging, because I, for one, love costumes. Except for when it comes to how people interact. I hate costumes when people interact with you. It's just like, take it off. Who's really under there? Let me see you. So in this case, this person showed up in full costume. They were unable to really take their mask off and just be real with you. There's a sense of they were incapable. They were incapable of being vulnerable with you is what I'm getting. And that really haunts them. You know, the thought of like, if I had just taken off like one part of the costume, perhaps that would have, been something. That would have been potential. That coulda, woulda, shoulda is sort of what I'm getting. Is what this person is thinking about in how they interacted. They're wishing they would have chosen to be more vulnerable. We have card number 36 with Seeing Beyond. I really feel like the first thing that I got with this card is like the halfway point, right? What's in the light and what's in the shadow. But this would essentially be our 3D life, right? When we're waking with our eyes open and walking around in the world within our ego. And then what's within the darkness, like the true self, the authenticity, the part that glows in the darkest moments, right? So remember, that is what they saw. They saw both aspects of you. They saw what you present, and they were able to see beyond and see what was lying underneath with you. They got to see the full picture, which is perhaps why they felt like that is something, you know, like vibrant. That is something like a lured. I'm hearing they were lured to it. Lured, not Lord. I just pronounce it funny, I think. But oh, wow. I just got that. between light and dark and having to choose which way to perceive. I was gonna lean towards that they chose to perceive through their 3D aspect versus within what they felt. Remember, because I felt like there was an issue with them when it comes to vulnerability. Not an issue, but just like a hesitation, a strong hesitation, not just like a subtle, a very strong hesitation when it comes to vulnerability. And so therefore I feel like it's almost like they're programmed within them to lean more towards just focusing on the 3D aspects, even though they were, again, like I said, fully aware of the full picture when it comes to you, which is why I feel that they have this, hold on. So I feel like that's why they perceive you in this energy of victory in the sun, of something so vibrant, because they saw the full picture with you. Bittersweet though. Bittersweet. This card gives me a lot. Okay, so the first thing that it's giving me with the purples and the darkness, it's sort of giving me like mourning. Like this person is mourning for the connection or the feeling. It sort of feels more like a feeling, like a soothing feeling that you give to them. I'm guessing this is like them, like they felt like very like nourished. But again, when it comes to being vulnerable, in order to receive love, you need to not have walls on your heart. Otherwise, somebody can come and offer you all of it, but you won't be able to receive it. You'll be able to perceive it. You'll be able to see, you know, this person offering you the love, but you won't be able to embrace it, is sort of what I get. Like they were able to see what you had to offer, but they weren't able to embrace it. Why? Because they had the mask, which is essentially a wall. They were in full costume, remember? So they were unable to show themselves, to be open, to accept. And I feel like this caused you a lot of sadness that they didn't accept. Oh, this is resonating so ugly. I hate this card now. I'm hearing the song. What is the song? Corpse Bride. I'm hearing it. Hold on. If I touch a burning candle, I do not feel pain. If you cut me with a knife, it's all the same. The pain that I feel, you can tell me it's not real, but it seems that I still have some tears to shed. Okay. Wow, that one came through fully. Something like that. Oh, it's like this numbness that they created in you. Like so much that you've taken, and it just feels like all your whole heart just wanted to give, but this person wasn't able to embrace it, and it just caused so much pain for you. It made you feel like numb, like you had to numb yourself to how much it was hurting you, is sort of what I'm getting. Oh my God, I'm gonna start to cry all over this reading. Holy shit, I just got a plot twist. I got, whoa, yes, plot twist. I feel like this caused you a lot of pain. Okay, well, we're going to get clarifiers, but I'm feeling like a walking away energy, and I'm feeling like it's reversed now. Like all the pain and numbness that you were feeling, they are now feeling. Or like the wanting to numb it because it's so much pain. I feel like that's what they're feeling right now. I just got that. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to try not to cry. Just kidding. I'm extremely hormonal right now, and I might just do that. Please give me a clarifier for the main energy of indecision. Two of Wands, same thing. They were unable to take action. Unable or unwilling. They just didn't. Okay, we'll get into that right now. Let me get the other clarifiers. Take off your mask. Clarify it for me, please. The Nine of Pentacles. That's the mask they wore. Okay. Seen beyond. Clarify it. Clarify Seen Beyond for me, please. Nine of Swords. Clarify Bittersweet. Justice. Clarify the Sun. The Moon. Oh, wow. Okay. So the Two of Wands and this indecision, it's the same thing, right? In the Two of Wands card, you usually see, in this case, it's the lanterns, but you usually in the Two of Wands see somebody standing by the wands, essentially the same thing. Like being prepared to make an action, to take an action, but not quite ready with all of the details or all of the not completely with both feet in, you know what I mean? It's like one foot still not completely ready to go, so it's like lack of being able to commit to the decision that they feel, you know, drawn to. That's the main energy of the person. Okay, so to clarify, would take off your mask. The mask that they were wearing, that they're fully aware, is the Nine of Pentacles, which is somebody who is like good on their own. Don't need no one for nothing is what I'm getting. Like that is what the energy, the mask, the costume that this person wears. Very self-sufficient. This is how they present themselves, and I feel like they're very damn good at it. Like, yes, they are all that. It's not that they're faking it. They are all that. But at the same time, it's a barrier, a wall that they put to keep themselves, or to keep anybody from expecting vulnerability from them. It's like, you already know I'm the Nine of Pentacles. Remember, like, everybody knows I'm the Nine of Pentacles. Everybody knows that I don't need no one for nothing ever. So it's like that push. It's like the way they present themselves to automatically have the wall around people when they interact. It's like, remember, I don't need no one for nothing ever. And it essentially like pushes people away is what I'm getting. That's the costume they wear, is just self-sufficient, right? The Seen Beyond, remember I said there was them being able to see the full picture, but it giving them a lot of anxiety. There's the Two of Swords everywhere here. There's this decision that was just never made. The action. It's not the decision. It was the decision, because first is the mental and then it's the action. So it would be Swords first, then Wands. But the decision was never made. That's why the action was never taken, because they were indecisive. And that's all over the place. It's here with indecision, with the Two of Wands, with the Nine of Swords. It is here with the Moon also, because you see them both holding up swords in the same way that would essentially be the card, the Two of Swords, which is indecision, needing to decide but unable to, because of everything that's going on in the underlying within. It's just subconscious fears that were coming up. Okay, so with Bittersweet and card number 11 with Justice, that's standing out to me, we have 1111. So just in case that resonates with you, it's the same energy. Look, it's just like Justice is usually when something comes into some sense of balance, something that's been long, like up in the air or in motions, or pieces being put together, and then finally it's like the decision, right? The decision has been made, and that's what I feel ended up happening, is that there was so much of this. Remember I said I felt that walking away energy. Let me just confirm. I feel like they never made a decision, so you had to make one. And that's what's affecting them. It's haunting them. We have, the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So they never made that motion. They never took the motion. It was just all stuck in their head. They stayed trapped there. So not having come to a decision for them caused you to make a decision, to therefore then make the decision for them, is what I feel. They always felt guided the entire time. I didn't pull, hold on. I was supposed to, in the pre-shuffle, pull 3 cards for what this person is feeling guided to do about them being haunted, because this is what they're playing out in their mind. They are playing out all of this in their mind, like how they behaved, the costume they wore, the fact that they never made a decision, and they're probably weighing out like the timing, like when they felt they should have made the decision, or playing out the opportunities they had to sort of take that mask off and they chose not to. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see what this person is feeling guided in regards to them thinking about this situation. What are they being guided? What are they feeling guided intuitively? Give me 2 cards to clarify. What are they feeling guided towards? What are they feeling guided towards? Please give me 2 cards to clarify. What is this person being guided towards? It felt like this one was going to come out. The 3 of Pentacles. All right. So we have Parrot Spirit, watch your words with card number 45. We have the 4 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. What was the one I said wanted to come out? The 3. Okay, never mind. All right. So 45. Watch your words, Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. This person is being guided to take a pause and really think about what they want to say, because I feel like they're being urged to communicate, or feeling guided, feeling the need to speak up and say something with the Parrot here. However, with the 4 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, it's like there's this pause. With the watch your words, I feel like yeah, this person's a very like mental. There's so much sword energy here, and this person, they're very indecisive. It's just sort of, there's a lot of anxiety there when it comes to the right decision. They don't trust themselves is what it is. So they really need to take a lot of time to analyze because they just don't trust themselves. So with overthought, it's all over the place. And it's what contributed to them never taking the action, to what caused them to overanalyze which spot on the basketball court, and then ended up getting the buzzer because they ran out of time. The Knight of Pentacles is essentially the slowest one. So this person is still in that energy of needing to take the time because that's how their mind works, right? Their mind works through analyzing everything in every little fine detail, but that's also their setback. It's what caused them the game, the championship game. It's what cost their team the victory. And so this person is really taking the time to think about, but has intention. This person's feeling pulled to take some sort of motion, action, or communication is what I'm strongly getting when it comes to you. They're just taking a moment to really think about it because they know that what they say matters, right? What they say matters when it comes to this. So they're thinking about that. And that is what this person is very much haunted. This person is very much haunted by the thought of you. I keep on seeing 222s, okay? Just letting you know, pile number 2. This person is very haunted and constantly thinking about you, all right? So that is what I got for you. If this message resonated, please let me know in, why was I in, my mind. I was going to say in the receipt. You know what to do. Do the stuff. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this Milky Quartz as well as the Halloween Tarot, then you're at the right place. So I've already pulled the Oracle cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at the main energy of the person who is being haunted by how they treated you. So we have card number 41 with 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. We have 48, Angel of Balance. So I'm feeling like this, the main energy of the person who feels haunted by how they treated you, somebody who is most often like in the dominant energy of somebody who is very spiritual, or somebody who's very intuitive, or just the type of person who is very it just feels like someone who has depth to them. Okay, so somebody who, I'm hearing sensitive, somebody who is sensitive. This could be like sensitive as far as like, you know, the term as far as like being in tune with all of the clairs, or it could just be somebody who's like emotionally sensitive, okay, which most spiritual people are. It's all the empathy, right? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the situation as to why they are feeling haunted by how they treated you. So we have gossip. We have card number 12, victim consciousness. We have card 32 with the Phoenix rising. And card number 30 with shine through. Wait, I'm missing one from a deck, right? Yeah, I didn't pull one from. Sorry, I was supposed to have gotten one from this deck as well. Excuse me. All right, so we have shed old skin with snake. All right, so some of this is already coming through very clearly. What I am strongly getting right off the bat before I even pull clarifiers is that this person allowed outside influence to affect how they connected with you, how they perceived you, how they treated you. So the card is gossip, but it just sort of feels like noise. Not necessarily like the old school gossip, like somebody telling them something about you, and therefore, but it could be. It could be that they heard things about you. It could be that just chatter, right? Or it could be assumptions, or it could be perhaps them like talking about the situation with you, with others, and having outside opinions, or it could just be them forming opinions about you based off of what appears, right? It's just a facade. It's just what gossip is essentially, is people talking about what appears to be truth, right? Or what appears to be the situation, but not really having any inside knowledge. So I'm getting the word assumption. Having built some sort of assumption about you based off of noise, static is what I'm getting, okay? With the card of victim consciousness, it's sort of, it feels like in connection. I'm going to say in connection with this card, because it sort of feels like it led to this person. I just saw 222. This person starting to feel resentful, to feel wounded, to feel victimized, to feel all of those things. Like if they were being wronged in some way, right? Which is what victim consciousness is. They felt like, yeah, they were being wronged somehow because of this noise, chatter, assumptions, was creating chaos. This person in their mind, right? In their mind, for whatever reason, was really, it just feels like all of this, like they were just pulling, and all of this heaviness and feeling it was coming from you, like blaming it on you. Okay, sorry, I was trying to like find the words. The word is blame. I felt like this person blamed you for, and perhaps interacted with you in a way that was feeling like animosity, something like that is what I'm getting. I'm feeling like this person is haunted by the way things played out, is what I'm getting. Because the other piles, I was getting like a sense of like they felt they had wronged the person, like whoever I was tapping into, they felt that they had done wrong. In this case, I'm feeling like this person is haunted by the fact that they felt you had done them wrong, if that makes sense. Like the actions that they took, which I'm about to get into, came from a place of them feeling you did them wrong. Because then we have the Phoenix rising with 32, and this sort of gave me like a little story was playing out, like all that was being like held or like bottled up was then taken by this person and alchemized, which is what the Phoenix rising is. But it's essentially this too. The snake would shed old skin. It's the release, but it's the painful release. The painful release of taking all of that energy that was being, that victim consciousness. They took all of the energy that they felt that they were blaming you, and perhaps you as well, and just burned it all up. They alchemized it. They released it. But it feels like in some painful way. So I don't know what that means for you, but I'm just getting the burning of the phoenix in order to release is painful. The snake removing its old skin is also a very painful process for the snake as it removes its former skin. So either painful for this person, like they took all of what they felt they were blaming on you and they burned it all up, released it, transmuted it, alchemized it into what feels like something positive, which is weird. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get clarifiers. Okay, that's what I'm getting, because I'm just like, this sounds weird. But at the same time, why do they feel haunted by how they treated you? They feel haunted that they used the energy of blame towards you in order for this, which I feel like perhaps even the situation with you, they just completely burned up and disintegrated in order to get to this. From the victim consciousness, they are now the shining lotus, which is, I was going to say which is a good thing, but at the same time, they feel very heavily guilty for the aspect of you in it, for this. They feel completely haunted by the fact that this energy was associated with you, because I feel that makes them feel guilty, for shame, sadness too. All right, please clarify. Hold on. All right, please clarify the main energy of this person. The 8 of Wands. Sort of feels like this is somebody who's all over the place. This person has a lot of energy, but it feels like misdirected energy. I don't know. I'll get back to that right now. Gossip. Please clarify the gossip. Two of Bats, which is the Two of Swords. They felt blinded by... I'm feeling confused. They felt blinded by the confusion and sort of stuck by the assumptions. Stuck by the assumption. Something like that. Victim consciousness, we have the Four of Wands. Hold on, I'll get into that. Phoenix rising, please. King of Ghosts. Five of Cups. Shining through. Oh, okay. The Six of Wands. All right. There's a lot of wands here. So I feel like when it comes to you, this person was all over the fucking place. It feels chaotic. Like this person's maybe like actions, intentions, energy was just sort of like all over the place. Like they sort of didn't know where to go when it came to you. Yeah, I'm strongly getting that. Let me get specific now. Okay, so with Gossip and the Two of Bats, yeah, it's giving me the same look. Literally, it's the same thing. There's two on her shoulder, and again, there's two on the shoulder. So outside circumstances strongly contributing to this sort of like stuck or blinded, confused state of energy. And it just feels like a lot of thoughts that just feel negative, okay? Like negative thoughts to think of that were just constantly on this person's shoulder when it came to you. So I don't know where this was necessarily coming from, but there was a lot of it. There was a lot of thoughts going on in this person's, like that was always in the back of their mind, that was like sort of plaguing them. It sort of feels like, yeah, like they were constantly being, it just feels uncomfortable, you know, like being pecked at by birds constantly in the back of your neck, and just feeling overwhelmed and just so frustrated and unsure how to get rid of the birds pecking at your neck. I feel like this person really wanted what's the Four of Wands, right? Which could be this person wanting some sort of like, you know, like happy ending with you. This person may have seen or felt like they, like it's sort of like fantasized. Like this person desired to experience a happily ever after with you. And perhaps this is what led to them like feeling blame, because whatever was the situation that was going on wasn't allowing for this to play out, and it sort of caused a bunch of chaos for this person. Okay, now obviously we're not getting into why, like we're just seeing this person's perspective of the way things played out, and it feels kind of confusing to have the rest of the story like not, but for whatever reason this is what this person felt like. They truly, like the most potential, they saw the potential of having a happily ever after. However, clearly that didn't happen, and then therefore there's that victim consciousness where they felt like, you know, they had all this sadness and woundedness, that they felt like they were wronged by you, like they were wounded by you, but not necessarily you, because it feels like, you know, I was gonna say third party, but like outside energies that were causing it. It wasn't directly from you, whatever that is. So take that however it resonates, because I don't even know what that means. Then we have the Phoenix rising with the King of Ghosts. I feel like this person, that's how this person saw you. This person, yeah, because that would connect with this. That's somebody who they had deep emotional, like very strong emotional feelings towards. They really felt very strongly for you, which is why it feels so powerful over here, this energy, because they took all of that energy. They literally took the King of Cups, tossed him into the cauldron, and transmuted that energy into something new, which is powerful, right? That's powerful energy because it's the King of Cups. So this is something that would have brought them deep emotional fulfillment, but instead was causing them to feel this victim consciousness. And so they transmuted it all into just I'm skipping through the difficult process that this person, oh wow. The Five of Imps. Yeah, there's that chaos, a lot of chaos, and it sort of feels like it may have been sudden too, like the way this happened, the way this went about. Yeah, because this person was like all over the place, it sort of feels. So then all of a sudden it's just like the decision. It went from like stuck energy, victim consciousness, and then all of a sudden it was like the decision was made and they went with it. There's a lot of wands in this. It's just some person feeling an inclination and taking action. Feeling an inclination. They might be impulsive. I'm going to say there's a lot of fire here. So this person might be very fiery energy, but they are kind of impulsive when they make decisions, okay? So they just go like sort of off of instinct. Not too much planning out. Not a lot of logic going on here. It feels very instinctual, okay? And yeah, they transmuted the energy because it was causing a lot of chaos and for them. But I feel like they had to sacrifice you, and that's what they feel haunted by, the fact that they had to sacrifice you in order to get to this other end, in order to come out the other end, which I said is a good thing for them, but it's haunting them that they made this decision, okay? Because they were able to get out of the victim consciousness. They were able to move it along, okay? So what is this person being guided in regards to this situation and them feeling haunted? Card number 59 with Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. So they're being guided to stay optimistic about the situation, even though they transmuted it. I don't know. That's weird. 46, Peacock Spirit, let it shine. Look, we have shining through their heart. So confused because I feel like this person took themselves out of the victim consciousness because it was closing down their heart. They transmuted all of that energy that they were feeling blame towards you. They transmuted it, all of it, and now they're able to really open their heart up, to really shine. What are the clarifiers? We have the Fool and the Lovers. This feels like a plot twist. There's like stagnancy, chaos, gossip, chatter, noise, assumptions, sadness, victim, blaming, guilt, shame, all of that in this energy. And then we move into, hold on. So then this person went and transmuted with that Phoenix. They transmuted that energy that they were stuck in and were able to break free and finally move along over here. They were able to succeed at breaking free and transmuting that stuck energy or the feeling, I guess, anger and resentment and blame towards you. They were able to transmute that, but I feel like they did it for the purpose of being able to purify their heart, to not feel in this energy. I don't know if it's like when it comes to you, because I'm feeling like this person, like with leap of faith here with the Fool, like they wanted to come through. I'm hearing come back, but I'm hearing come through with clear energy, with brand new energy, with free energy. Not all of this restriction, heaviness, guilt, blaming you. They wanted to come with lightheartedness, with an open heart. Literally, they wanted to come in with optimism, with an open heart. Really trusting that things will work out. I completely forgot I was supposed to cover these cards. I really hope I didn't leave it like that for too long. Anyways, yeah, really trusting in, that's literally what both of these cards are, right? The Lovers is about divine faith. Divine faith when it comes to trusting that as long as you make the decisions that you feel guided to do, that the universe will provide, right? Keeping that positive mindset with the star, the starfish, and letting it shine. Wow. I feel like this person is going to make an appearance in your life. I feel like they feel like they're haunted by the fact that they had to sacrifice you. I feel like they essentially sacrificed you energetically, of course, right? Because then you wouldn't be here to watch this reading. But I feel like energetically they had to sacrifice you, and they feel like they're haunted by that action, but they are being guided by a higher purpose, because they're doing it for the purpose of purifying themselves in order that they can come in with a clear, full heart without this energy. Yeah, and that would make sense because this person's original energy was very like spiritual, right? So they are guided. That would make sense with the wands, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would make sense with the wands, because like if they're like trusting their intuition and being led by a higher divine purpose, and trusting their intuition, their guides, whatever it is, then it would make sense that the actions that you see look impulsive. I just saw 22 too. So yeah, that would make sense. If they're trusting their intuition, their actions would look impulsive to the outside viewer, but to them somehow it makes sense. But I feel like this person is going to reappear, or it's like a new beginning is what I'm hearing. Can I get one clarifier on that? I don't want to give the wrong guidance. At least that's what this person is being guided. The 10 of Pumpkins. Yup. Yes. Sorry. This person was trusting that sacrificing you was going to purify themselves and clear their energy in order to shine as bright as they can and come through with an open, completely open heart versus having any of this within them. Okay? Yeah. If this is somebody that you were in a relationship with, or like obviously this feels like, you know, like love. But if it doesn't have to be, right? But if this is somebody that you're watching a reading in hopes that there is more, that the story isn't over, I feel like the story isn't over. That's what I'm hearing, okay? But that's what I got for you, pile number 3. I'm hearing happily ever after, happy ending. That's what this is. Both of these cards. This is happily ever after. This is a happy family, happy ending. All right, just so you know. And so we vibe again.